How you doing? My name is Chris Brown,
How y'all doing? My name is Vance Russell.
and this is our midterm film review project. Right now, we're going to review Category 5 film Friday Foster. This film was released in 1975, directed by Arthur Marks. Some of the main characters in this film, you had Pam Grier acting as Friday Foster. That was the true main character. You had Yeppe Kotto as Cole Hawkins. You had Godfrey Cambridge as Fort Malo. You had Thomas Rasula as Blake Tar. How you like this movie?
Man, it was a great action-packed movie. It was a crazy situation that was going on, and we got to talk about many more. We're gonna play some videos too to help you guys get a better understanding. We're gonna.
Yeah, so basically Pam Grier's character, Friday Foster, worked, in a magazine company. She was on an assignment from an editor to take some pictures of a rich black man. Mind you, this taken in the 1975s. I just want to say shout out to all the rich black men because, we're growing up out here. But she had to take some few shots of the richest black man in the United States. That was Thomas Rasula, his character. But it turns out she wasn't the only one. This movie was crazy. It took a turn for the left. Listen, she witnessed an assassination. This, girl, Friday Foster, she thought she was just doing her job, working her, doing her daily routine, her daily job, working for a magazine company. She's taking pictures of the richest black man, and she ends up witnessing an assassination. Then her friend ends up getting killed. And then she almost got killed herself in the shower, which is a crazy scene. That was one of the craziest scenes. She was in the shower. She thought one of her friends was, in the house with her. The phone was ringing. She was saying, "Answer the phone, answer the phone." Yeah, no one was there, and so we saw the dude come in with the knife, and I'm gonna see if I can find a scene and play it for you. Me and Vances, we're watching it, and we're like, "Oh, she's dead. Yeah. There's no way she gets out of that." Somehow she gets out of it. She wraps herself with a towel. Was it a towel?
I think it was a towel.
I don't know how she got a towel.
She did that quick though,
but she got out so quick. The dude missed, chased her outside, but that just goes to show you that she hopped right into the game. She tried to, find out what's going on for herself. She started working with some detectives to figure out, to really uncover the truth of why everybody was getting murdered. Why, did she witness the assassination? Why was her friend killed? Why was this person killed? She turned it from a regular to civilian, to a double agent working undercover. But, tell them what happened towards the end of the movie.
Towards the end of the movies, like we said, she became a double agent, and we saying that because in times now, it's like if a person work on the streets, but they also a police officer, you can say kind of like that.
Yeah.
But that's the way she was. She was the main attraction to other people, and she brought the attention mostly to her, so that the situation that the police and she brought all the investigators and stuff in it, so that she can make sure that she can get to the bottom of what happened. And during that time, she actually had her own little plan to actually see who killed her best friend, and that was really basically the end for her. But this movie is so action packed that we definitely want you guys to go view this. And if we can compare this to situation nowadays, there's a lot of action packed movies that have women that play a big part in these movies, and it's just crazy to see women during this time to actually have that boldness and braveness to actually do that.
It was one thing about this movie. It was a lot of things going on. You really had to pay attention. Like we said, after her friend died, she teamed up with Cole Hawkins. He was a private investigator, a private detective, and she was trying to figure out what's going on. And so at the end, the last big, ending scene of the movie, she, finds herself at this compound. And another crazy part.
The big shootout.
Big shootout. But before that, she comes in, and this scene was hilarious. She says, "I'm here to deliver milk," just smacking everybody on the head with milk glasses. And then she finds, she ends up there and she sees all these political leaders. In her mind, she's thinking, why are you here? She thinks this person is the one behind all the assassinations. But the whole time it's somebody else. And so it's a big shootout that occurs. But, really, when it came down to the richest black man and all the political leaders meeting, the guy that was behind it, behind the whole thing, just wanted to eliminate black power. And one quote that I heard in this movie, he said, "A nigga would do anything for a buck." And I look at that now, and there's so many films, it's like that. In real life, people would do anything. They would sell you out. They won't, stick with black unity and black power. They'll try to, break things down, try to do things, getting a buck from a white man. But sometimes it's not about the money right now. It's about the money you can bring in later. And that's one thing I really, gathered from the movie. It's like Vance said, it was very action packed. A lot of action scenes, a lot of car chasings, a lot of shootouts. But at the same time, one of the messages I saw was that, you know, at the end of the day, we got to stick together as black people, as African Americans, because we shouldn't try to tear each other down. You know, we shouldn't try to take out, you know, our top leaders, because, you know, that's, you know, I don't want to go. I don't want to go too in depth, but I feel like we have more advocates. You know, things would change. So when I watch this movie, you know, a guy trying to get power by taking out all the political leaders, you know, that doesn't sit right with me. But one of the quotes, you know, I found from the text, you know, someone up, it talked about how, you know, Pam Grier, some of her movies, you know, more successful movies were like, you know, more raunchy. Like they described how she was, you know, not used as the main character in the action pack in this movie, but you know, more nudity scenes and things like that. And then when I think of, you know, things like that, you know, especially back then, and how women weren't given a proper respect as actresses and being the lead lady. To, you know, fast forward to now where you see, you know, you look at a movie like Black Widow, you know, I know she's not an African American lady, but you had two women really leading that film. And there's other films, can't think of it right now. Wonder Woman, no, it's a film, nah, I'm gonna look it up right here because I feel like everybody should see this film.
But while you looking it up, like we're saying, like this is a great movie. We think everyone should.
Hidden Figures. I go on why not?
Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures. That's another one where
we can compare that to the movie too, because it's like ideas of a black woman, and it was like they took the spot, and like most nowadays, like it'd be hard for some women to do that, but I can see it in all the women that we have, but it's best to see it in them.
Yeah, but just to, you know, sum that up real quick, what he was saying, Hidden Figures was a movie that, you know, all the main actresses were black women. And so when I look at, you know, that quote and how women were portrayed and how they were, you know, looked at as just objects in films instead of actually being somebody that could be a lead lady, you know, compared it to now, I think, you know, that's one thing. And Pam Grier, you know, one of the, you know, the best actresses, you know, in her time, she really helped pave it. But would you recommend this for somebody to watch?
Yeah, like we were saying, I would definitely recommend it. It's just like, so it was just so crazy to watch. We keep saying it because like we actually want you guys to go take a look at this and for yourself, and if you can, there's a comment on it. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Like, action packed. She was out here shooting people. She was out here, you know, taking cars. Like, it was truly action packed. I definitely would recommend you, you know, see Friday Foster 1975, you know, film. You know, people, you know, say, oh, that film's old, you know.
YouTube.
Yeah, you can YouTube it. But they say, oh, the film's old, you know, it's not going to be the same. The action scenes, like, you know, there were some action scenes compared to, you know, movies now that might not hit the same. But at the same time, you know, the plot was amazing. The characters really did their job. You know, there was a lot of, you know, twists and turns in the movie. You know, you will go one way thinking something's about to happen. Boom, a left thing happens. And now you got to really pay attention because it's like, oh, I thought this was going this way. I thought this was the guy that was behind all the scenes. No, it's this person. I thought she was working with this person. No, it's really this person. So it was a film that really made you want to pay attention. And the more it made you think. And the more things that happened, you know, the more you wanted to pay attention and keep watching the film. But I definitely like the film. That's a wrap for Category 5, Friday Foster.